Building rapport with the sellers is, to me, one of the biggest things that you can do right. People love to do business with people that they like. So the best chance of you getting deals is just to be a nice person. That's the way it's always worked for me. So that's pretty much the only thing I can share with you is just be somebody that's nice. You don't have to be overly nice or overly giddy, but get to the point, but do it in a way that makes sense. When people call my office, I'm the same way to every single person. I answer the phone. Hi, this is Pete. How can I help you? And usually the words out of their mouth are, I need to sell my house. And I say, great, you came to the right place. I'm sure that I can help you out. Why don't you tell me your situation? I let them talk for a little bit, and then I go through this lead sheet, and the lead sheet is really, really important, but I'm going to get to that in another video. But really, this is about the rapport. It's about understanding. It's about listening to the person. If you go into every single lead that you're talking to, every single seller that you get on the phone, and you treat them as somebody that has a problem and you're the one that's going to solve it, instead of looking at it to say, hey, this is a deal I'm going to get, I'm going to be able to take this house and get it really cheap and make this money. Turn it around and put it on that person. That person has an issue, that person has a problem, and that's what we do, is we solve problems. We're in a business where if you solve problems better than somebody else, that is directly affected with how much money that you make. So the more people that you can help and the more problems you can solve, the easier the business is going to get. So the way that I look at it is when anybody calls my office, I do the best job that I possibly can as far as having a normal conversation with them. And it's the same thing almost every single time. The only thing that I do that I change is based on the type of person. It's called mirroring. So when I mirror somebody, if it's an older lady and she speaks really soft, I'm not going to come back and speak like this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I got to buy your house. I'm going to come by about like 2 o'clock. Are you going to be there? Because I got to bring somebody by and I got da-da-da-da. You don't want to be that. If it's an older lady, you're going to say, okay, ma'am, listen, I'm going to help you out and I'm going to speak down to her level. If it's a quick talking New York guy, I'm going to mirror him. I'm going to say, hey, listen, Jack, I understand you're a busy guy. I'm a busy guy too. Listen, what can we do to get this job done? All right. I'm going to mirror the way that he is. If it's a Southern guy and the Southern guy comes in and says, hey, I've had this house here for quite a while and, I'm looking to get this amount of price for it. I'm not going to talk basically in his accent, but I'm going to come down and speak a little bit slower, because usually somebody that's a country guy is not going to want to talk to some slick Willie, from New York City. So I'm going to come down and I'm going to talk to his level. It's very, very important when you're building rapport is to try to be on the same page with somebody. People like to deal with people that they feel are listening to them, that feel that they have their best interest at heart. And that's the way that I go about doing it. And obviously everybody has their different tactics. This is what works for me. And it makes my job and it makes this business a lot more fun when I can just have conversations with people. I don't look at it as a task. I don't look at it as to say, oh my God, I got to call these people back. I don't know what I need to do. The only thing you need to do is you need to be yourself. You need to calm down. You need to relax. You need to take a deep breath and remember what it is that you do. You're solving a problem. Imagine you're a doctor or a nurse and someone comes in, they got an issue. You're going to be feeling like, all over the place? No, you're going to say, okay, well, what do you got going on and how can I help you? That person then is going to tell you your problem or tell you their problem, and you're going to try to fix it. And we're going to explain to you how to run through the deals and how to, that's not even the important part. If you can get this part right, which is talking to people, you're going to be that much more successful. If people can really feel it in your core that you're talking to them and you're listening to them, you're going to be that much more successful. I keep on saying the same thing over and over again because I once heard that if you hear something 5 or 6 times, it starts to make sense to you. So it took me a long time to understand this because it was always about me. It was always about me trying to get a house under contract, and in actuality, that's not what it's about. That's the end result. But what it's really about, it's about giving, it's about helping people, and it's about letting people understand that you're listening to them. All right? So as far as building rapport, just try to be yourself. Try to pick up on different things that they say. So if someone's talking and saying, hey, oh, my dog's barking in the background, hold on. Immediately I'd say, oh, what kind of dog do you have? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get off that subject a little bit. If they say, I don't know, there's so many different things that come up. they're talking about where they're going. A lot of the times I'll ask somebody, okay, so when you sell their house, do you have any plans? Are you moving to Hawaii? I'm trying to lighten it up. I'm trying to keep it nice and light. Now, everybody is not going to fit on that same page, all right? I come into situations, obviously, where, there's some jerks that you're going to run into. But the good thing about this business, you don't have to do business with everybody. You can do the business with the people that you like, all right? So just think about when you're talking on the phone, a couple of things I want you to do. I want you to just relax. I want you to understand that you're a problem solver, that you're here to help this person solve a problem. Everybody's got an issue and everybody's got a problem that we need to find out what that is in order for us to solve it. So be yourself, try to find the problem, try to listen to what they're saying, all right? Listen to what they're saying. Pick up on different pieces on the conversation that you can go off into a sub-conversation, such as a dog barking, or, I always ask this question because I'm telling you, it really helps out. Every time I say, so listen, when you sell this property, where are you going? You moving to Hawaii? Or, you're going somewhere else, Puerto Rico, I don't care where it is, and they'll start laughing. And then when you get them to start laughing, what happens is their guard drops. And once their guard drops, now they're in a situation that they want to do business with you more than somebody else. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a situation where the actual seller has decided to go with me because he felt comfortable talking to me. And I didn't do anything special. I mean, this is back when I first got in the business. I didn't even know what a mortgage was. But all I did was I sat there and I said, listen, I know you want to sell your house. Why don't you explain to me why? And that's when we have this lead sheet that's behind you here. And the lead sheet really helps you to stay on target. So make sure you check out the video as far as going through this lead sheet because I'll explain kind of how to put these tactics into your conversations to allow you to feel more comfortable on the phone. You don't have to know everything, all right? That's one thing I learned from a very, very powerful person. He said, you don't have to learn everything. You just got to get it going. So the whole goal here is just to make it happen, just to start making phone calls, just to start talking to people. And before you know it, you're going to feel so comfortable and things are going to get that much easier, all right?